Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about troubleshooting. The first thing we're going to talk about is our hardware issues. And the very first one we're going to talk about is what happens when you programmed your robot to go straight and it's not doing that. If it's veering off to the left or the right, the first thing I want you to do is take a look at your wheels. As the course of the day goes on, our room can get a little dirty. These wheels can pick up debris and dirt, which will cause your robot to maybe veer to the left or the right. Simply grab a paper towel, wipe your wheels down, and wipe the actual course down to make sure that that's not interfering in what your robot's doing. The second thing I want you to do is to take a look at the wiring. See, on this robot, the wires go through the robot rather than looping down over the wheels. If your robot has wires touching the wheels, they will not go straight. Make sure, take a look at the bottom to make sure that nothing is interfering with your wheels. Now, your big clue with your robot that it's not working and it's confused, there's a problem with it, is when you see these blinking lights. These blinking lights mean you have confused your robot. Now, the first thing I want you to do is do a quick hardware check. I want you to make sure that you're plugged into ports B and C and that those connections are secure. So unplug them and replug them, and then make sure that your other wires go to your motors because those outputs are sending information to the motors. So unplug these and replug them. Once you know all your connections are secure, then we're going to look at your code. One of the common reasons you get those blinking lights and you've confused your computer is if you have a random stray block of code that is not attached to the line. If you do this, your robot is just confused. It doesn't know what to do with it. It has no information on how to proceed. So all you need to do is check your workspace around your code and make sure that anything that you've might have stray, just wipe it off the screen. The next thing that I need you to take a look at is blocks that don't make sense. Now, if you take a look at this code, I've got a move steering block, which is going to tell it to go straight for 5 rotations, and I've got a turn block, which is going to tell it to take a left-hand turn. What I also have on here is a medium motor block. The reason this block is confusing the computer is because I don't have a medium motor attached. The two motors that we used were large motors. The medium motor will come in a little bit later, but because it has a medium motor block and there's nowhere to send that information to, the robot just got confused and that's why it's shutting down. So if those things happen, I want you to try all these solutions, and if that doesn't work, come see me. Thank you.